Alright folks, welcome to lesson 4 of CU. What is trading? Now, trading is the simple action of exchanging one thing for another thing, right? It happens every day in the form of physical objects being traded for money, and it happens online as well in the form of e-commerce, selling stuff online, and a subdivision of online trading is what we do, is trading money for stocks, bonds, commodities, forex, crypto, etc. Right? So what we're doing is a form of online trading. Now, the history of trading, a very brief, rough, gross, oversimplified version of the history of trading is that 10,000 BC, we had the first ever trading related evidence observed. And then around 3000 BC, we had the first ever recorded trade activity. It was found in Mesopotamia, which is modern day Sham, which is around Syria, Iraq, Turkey, etc., the Middle East, other than the Gulf, right? And then in 1602, we had the Amsterdam Stock Exchange, which is the first ever form of modern stock or trading ever recorded. The Amsterdam Stock Exchange it was founded in 1602, and it is considered the birth of modern day trading. It was the first ever official tradable, manipulatable stock exchange, right? And it was obviously physical. They go in and they physically scream and shout at each other. It was very chaotic. And they go and buy, whether it's stocks, bonds. They even had short selling. They had FX in a very early version. They had derivatives, right? So it was a complete stock exchange, a very primitive form, but it was a stock exchange. It was the first stock exchange, and it is what gave birth to stocks, bonds, commodities, forex, crypto, right? So they all sprouted out of the Amsterdam Stock Exchange, right? And this is why this matters, is because perhaps there are some of you, those who are watching this in CU, or those who watch this years down the line in CU, if you've ever had the question, is trading a bubble that's going to stop? Then the answer is, there were people short selling in the 1600s, right? And they probably thought even back then that yes, it's a bubble. It's not a bubble. It's going to exist for a long, long, long time, right? There's people, I know them, that they're traders. Their fathers were traders. Their grandfathers were traders, right? The way they made a living was being a full-time trader, right? So trading is not going anywhere. It will evolve in how it's conducted, but it's not going anywhere. Just a few decades ago, in order to place a trade, you had to call someone to place a trade for you, the broker. Right now, you can do it from your home. Right, so the way we trade has evolved, but the trading itself, making money from financial markets, from the stock market, from the crypto market, from the forex market, it hasn't changed, and it will never change. Right? It'll only become more convenient and easier moving forward. Right, so that's a word of that is a word to calm those who are nervous or who are uncertain about the future of trading. Trading is here to stay. Right? Now we went from the Amsterdam Stock Exchange, which still exists by the way today. Today it's called the Euronext Exchange. Right? We went from there to physically going into the market and trading the stocks and the commodities and whatever, to now we have TradingView on our phones. It has never been this easy to make life-changing money. Right, so this is an opportunity which I can't push you to live trade, right? That's not my place. But I can advise you all, and I can tell you all how it was with me. It's the most profitable way to make the most amount of money in the least amount of time with the least amount of effort. Now, this doesn't mean that you go all in tomorrow, right? Whenever you hear this, no. It is to give you a perspective, to shine light on a new perspective, a new way of thinking. Right, and who knows what the future is going to be? Are we going to be able to trade with chips we have implanted in our heads? I don't know. We'll see. Right, now, the evolution of the charts. The charts started off in the 1700s. And the first ever candlestick charts were invented by the Japanese. Right. And that is the beginning of the open, high, low, and close. Now, it is what we have today, TradingView, and the future is unknown. Only God knows the future. The greatest invention in the history of trading was the candlestick chart. And the most important part of the candlestick charts I will point you at, and the bulk of what we will work with. This little history lesson was cool, but what you're going to focus on mastering is the candlestick charts, the open, high, low, and close. Right, so a bearish candle, and look at and focus on this slide as I talk. Right, if you lost focus, then rewatch again. Finish watching this time, and then rewatch again, with focus and a notepad in hand. Right, so look right now at the chart. You see in front of you the image of the open, high, low, and close. Right. In a bullish candle, you'll have an open, low, high, and close. And then you have the open, high, low, and close in a bearish / down close candle. Right. Right, so on the when you have a bar chart, and this is how to read bar charts, is the open is on the left side of the candle, and the close is on the right side. Right. Now, mentally absorb this slide, which is a further delving into the charts. This picture right here is the bulk of our focus within the open, high, low, and close. Right, so CRT is not just open, high, low, and close. CRT is much more profound and a much more advanced, nuanced, more effective concept than simply blindly trading the open, high, low, and close. Yes, we have the open, high, low, and close in CRT, right? But CRT is the system. You don't have to think about learning anything else ever again. You'll have CU, you'll have the books, you'll have... that'll be enough. Right, for those who want CSS or whatever, and the in-person events, that's also great. That's going to be excellent refinement, and it'll take you to an even higher level. But mentally submit to the fact that CRT is the path forward with me as the inventor, right? And prepare for a fantastic year full of education in the year 2026. And the content of CU will be eternal, right? So it's going to be timeless. Even if in the future there are some other courses, there will be a completion and a refinement and building on CU. CU, CRT University. The information here is timeless information on how to trade CRT. The most complete information on how to trade CRT is right here. You're watching it right now. Now, this chart you see right now, you see these pictures? These pictures are what we're going to study in CU in depth. These pictures, these simple pictures right here in front of you are how I earned millions and millions and millions and hundreds of millions using nothing but my phone. These pictures, these two photos in front of you, are how my students have generated billions and billions of dollars in profit, and still do till this day. And will keep generating in the future, right? Forever. Absorb the pictures and absorb the magnitude and feel the importance of what you are partaking in. Right? And resist the urge and the feeling you get of being bored or seeking like rapid information, right? Resist the urge and submit to the process. It's going to be a journey of 1,000 miles, and it starts with this one step. I hope you found this insightful. I wish you good luck, good trading, and see you in lesson 5.